Endo killed the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Like, he got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it.
God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been here for a little minute.
Enemy. Feel me? They turned us into the bad guy. Feel me? They said the Native Indians were savages. The Taino Indians were savages. The South Americans were savages. The Mexicans, the indigenous people of Mexico were savages when they was a peaceful, loving people.
We don't know where the hell we come from. We don't know anything about our culture. We know what we've been given. We try to emulate the oppressors. We don't even know that name Israel.
Cry out, spare not. We on top. We them niggas taking over blocks. That's right. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth even when I'm locked. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, won't bear what it's all about. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop. War scarf, black garment when I'm stepping out. Catch a body, bury him, fuck with the ock. It's UPK forever, know I'm talking about. I done fell in love with the Dower Dies. One West motherfucker, bitch, we outside. Take ground wall ready, capped in the cod. I keep 144 every time I slide. I'll stomp a heathen like a Tucky ape. Jungle motherfucker hang with the mate. I'm not a Christian, homie. See, I keep the Drake. Brick gap the brick, and I ain't talking weight. Cry out, spare not. We on top, we them niggas taking over blocks. That's right. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth even when on lock. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, warfare, what it's all about. It's the home of the motherfucking truth. Undefeated, who is you? Lay it down, we can't lose when I'm chilling with the woo. War like a pebble, I'ma die like a troop. 10 toes down when I'm mobbing in my boots. No cowards, no excuses, ain't no motherfucking movie. In love with the world, got you niggas living stupid. Bitch, I'm not a rapper, fuck a Black Lives Matter or a LGBTQ. Y'all some motherfucking faggots. UPK forever. The white man is the devil. Young Hebrews on a whole nother level. UPK forever. The white man is the devil. Young Hebrews on a whole nother level. Bitch. Cry out, spare not. We on top, we them niggas taking over blocks. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth even when on lock. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, warfare, what it's all about.
They were attacked by a vile mob of heathens and sinful men who sought to take their lives and stop them from raising up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
Good to see you finally coming to class, huh? Hey, man, my praises. I mean, most side press. I mean, definitely appreciate it. Shalom,
Shalom, Shalom, Cap. Shalom.
Yeah, shalom. Huh? You know what? That's all right, brother. I already know, man. Where I get shirts from.
Come on in, step in.
That's right, man. Listen, I'm ready. Listen, I got my sword. Here's my ID, brother. You know what I mean? Make sure I ain't got no warrants. Make sure I ain't got no warrants.
We don't check.
Well, I got my pen. I brought my own.
We're
pen.
not police.
I brought my own pen so I can sign a non-disclosure agreement, right?
No, we don't do no non-disclosure agreement.
Why you pushing me? All right, I'm here.
Let's gotta check it out.
All right, let's
gotta check.
No
we
problem.
do things properly.
Got it. All right. All right. I ain't got no weapons. Yeah. All right.
How you here?
Don't forget. Excuse me. I'm just a little nervous.
Mop, you good?
Just a little nervous. Sorry.
Oh, for sure.
Up your way. Like, y'all have opens. Y'all gotta have something.
They did some shit like, okay, it ended up being like a like where the shit came from. It was some weird shit like I seen two of them like that. It was like one where it was say like, you know what the fuck happened? So the fucking nothing like that.
Oh, praises, brother.
So they ended up doing like way down in another neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And they
Most High Christ bless. All right. Most High Christ bless. What are y'all doing?
We are doing gun safety.
Gun safety for what? The Lord is on our side, right?
We teach how to disarm somebody.
Right. This is still the real world.
Most High Christ bless.
What did he say?
It was good, bro. Hey, Cat, man. Good to see you. Hey, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. You're always welcome to come, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, man, I just started talking to the sister recently, man.
Okay.
I think she kind of, I think she's trying to get down with the get down. You know?
Aren't you married, Cat?
You gonna get the fuck out of my face?
Much polygamy.
Biz was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jackie Town. We gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Now they making plays, made them niggas call the awful. As you run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me, niggas with the whole.
This that nigga music. This that nigga music.
So I see you got a shirt there. What's going on?
Yeah, we got this shirt, man. I found this shirt deep in the closet, man. I guess this is from back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
So, okay, it looks pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? It looks like it could probably use a little bit of ironing, a little bit of steaming.
Yeah. You know, got some buttons on it, you know what I mean? You know, it's a purple shirt.
Okay.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
how would you wear it? Like if I wanted to go out to like a nice event with a few ladies, you know what I'm saying? I want to go out to a nice event.
Okay.
How would I wear it?
Man, I'm glad you.
And what would I wear it with?
You know, I'm glad you asked, man. I'm gonna tell you exactly how you would wear this shirt, man. You wear this shirt just like any other purple shirt that you might have, that you might find in your closet from way back in the day. You take this joint, you know, shake it off. You know what I mean? Roll the sleeves up if it's a long sleeve, you know, get it real nice, you know what I'm saying? And take this joint just like this, right? And you know what I'm saying? And you take this joint right on outside. Because you can't just put a purple shirt on anything. You gotta let everybody see it. That's important. You gotta let everybody see you putting your purple shirt. This good. This about a good area.
Yeah.
We outside. I want everybody to see me with my shirt. Nice purple shirt. And you take this bitch and you that's how you wear purple shirts, bro. Hey, shalom, y'all. By Shem Yahushua Barakatham, Yahweh Shemar Thumb, by Shem Yahushua. Preaching Officer Mwanga Bar, Preaching Officer Ayasiyah Payam. It's our podcast, Crowd Sped Night. What we do, we take viral videos going around on the internet, you know, break them down to the people, give them a biblical narrative about what's going on.
Like we also know some of these videos are scripted. Other ones are actually real life. But the reason why we even do the scripted ones is because it has something to do with everyday Black and Hispanic life, and we like to give our people that solution, so we ain't out here looking like fools. You understand? And just if I could, real quick, if you don't follow or subscribe to our YouTube page, go follow us on subscribe to our YouTube page, Cry Out Spare Not on YouTube. Also on TikTok, Cry Out Spare Not Podcast on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Go follow us on TikTok. We need probably about 60 people so we can go live on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Probably not.
We go live on TikTok. It's getting deleted in 5 minutes. So like,
we need about 60 people to get to that 1,000 mark. You understand?
We give it a shot. We give it a shot.
Lord willing.
Right.
You understand? You know, we also got the UPK Wear Kentucky shirts. You know what I'm saying? All the hottest approved UPK apparel out of Kentucky. You can hit myself up at, on Instagram or Facebook at UPK Wear Kentucky. We also got the Cry Out Spare Not t-shirts. You understand? You can hit myself up or I'm Wonka Bar. We can get you any size, any color t-shirt that you need.
That's right. Yeah, but if I may, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the first video.
All women need brothers. Sometimes women make the mistake of seeing a man and liking him and thinking this has to be sexual. Doesn't have to be. You really can use the spirituality of brotherhood and sisterhood and form something so profound that you can stand straight up on it. All women need brothers. Sometimes women make the mistake of seeing a man and liking him and thinking this has to be sexual. Doesn't have to be. You really can use the spirituality of brotherhood and sisterhood and form something so profound that you can stand straight up on it. All women.
All right, now for people that don't know, this Maya Angelou. You feel me? I wish she was an actor, poet. I don't know what she. I just hear her name a lot. You know, she older than me, way older than me as far as my generation. But what she said was heavy. You know, it went around on the internet real fast because what she's basically saying is that women, need to take sex out of the equation. You feel me? When dealing with a man, because that's the reason why the relationship's really not lasting. You feel me? Because everything is more sexual than anything. You feel me? It's just based off sexual desire, or looks and stuff like that. And that's not really no foundation.
Right.
You feel me? That's like building a house on sand. If you build a house on sand, it has the potential to be washed away because of the sand is not sturdy enough to build a foundation on.
Yeah, if I could real quick, if you're going into a relationship solely based off sex and way somebody looks and things of that nature, like you said, everything is destined to be destroyed.
Oh yeah.
You understand? That's how I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of women, they think all they had, like a lot of women, all they had to offer is sex. You know what I'm saying? All they want to give is sex and think that's all they had. You understand? There's so much more to being in a relationship, being with a man than sex.
Right, because looks fade, and then after a while, you just get tired of a person anyway.
Right.
Like, I mean, when you met that person, you wasn't they first. You feel me? So somebody got tired of it.
Right.
They had some type of issues. You feel me? And what you should do is just try to find out what their issues is, up front. You feel me? That's what you need to do instead of just, oh, she look good, or oh, you like the way he look, so you ready to have a baby with him and all that. And the whole time, feel me? The foundation is gonna be built off sand.
Now, don't get us wrong. We ain't saying that sex isn't a good thing or supposed to be a part of a marriage, because of course it is. But it shouldn't be the sole reason why you get with the brother. That's why the ISUPK, that 1 year rule is so heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be a year before you can even touch the woman. You understand? So you have to get to know somebody. You have to get to know them. You know what I'm saying? Even before the sex, you have to know that person.
Right.
You have to know the ins and outs, the good, the bad. What they say, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right.
You got to know every side.
Yeah, that's the point though. That's basically what she's saying. Like, instead of looking at it sexual, she look at it more like spiritual. You feel me? Even though she's not in the truth, so she coming from a Christian standpoint. But us in Africa, we know everything is spiritual. You feel me? Nothing is by accident or coincidence, like people say in the world. It was a coincidence. No, everything is spiritual. You feel me? And what you should look at your spouse in a spiritual way, because what we got to start doing is looking at each other like brother and sister.
Right.
You will never leave your brother or your sister. They your family for life. You feel me? No matter what they do, and they done probably done some really bad stuff to you,
right,
and they still your brother. Ain't that what they say? That's still your brother. That's what your mama said. Your mama said that's still your brother, but that's still your sister. I know she did that wrong, and that's how you got to look at it when you're in a relationship. Is you willing to look at it like that? You feel me? When everything get bad, you feel me? When you fall on rough times, when y'all relationship fall on rough times, is you willing to look at her or look at him like, man, that's my brother, well, that's my sister, man. We got to make it work.
Like, so like, if I could real quick, that remind me of that video we did last week of the brother and sister get married.
Right.
And when it went to good and bad, she was hesitant to say anything.
Right.
Then when it went to rich or poor, she was really hesitant. Everybody started laughing like it was a goddamn joke. You know what I'm saying? And then the listen, obey. She didn't want to even mention that.
Right.
You understand? That whole relationship was probably based off sex, based off looks, right, based off material things, instead of based off being first brother and sister. You understand? Now, of course, we ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, like same mama, same daddy type brother, sister, but that's still your sister. You know what I'm saying? And that's still your brother.
Right, yeah, we're gonna break that down in the scriptures. Matter of fact, if I could go ahead and get that Genesis 10 and 20 and 12.
Men need brothers. Sometimes women make the mistake of seeing a man and liking him and thinking this has to be sexual. Doesn't have to be. You really can use the spirituality of brotherhood and sisterhood.
Right, and that's the point. You feel me? We gotta have brotherhood and sisterhood with our wives. You feel me? And vice versa, the women with their husband. You feel me? Gotta have some type of brotherhood or sisterhood type of relationship, or it's gonna fail. I'm just telling you, it's gonna fail. The looks, you're gonna get tired of the looks. The sex gonna get boring, or it get what they say, repetitive, whatever. You feel me? All that stuff after a while is just gonna be like, it's just gonna be normal, and that's why most people leave that relationship. You feel me? Because it just get normal. Like no matter how good the sex is, it get normal. No matter how fine she look, it just get normal. You feel me? After a while, and y'all have no brotherhood or sisterhood type of relationship to stand on a relationship, so it fail.
And another heavy point, you know what I'm saying, even with brothers, you know what I'm saying, brothers, they start to go bald up top. You know what I'm saying? Brothers lose the six pack and gain the gut. You know what I'm saying? All these things, you know what I'm saying? So people change over time, but one thing that won't change is that brotherhood and sisterhood.
Yeah, that ain't gonna go nowhere. They gonna always remember that bond they had. You go ahead with that scripture, man.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 20, verse 12. And yet indeed she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother. And she became my wife.
I'm gonna wait, Salaki. So go ahead, read that again from the top.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 20, verse 12. And yet indeed she is my sister.
Right, and it's Abraham. Abraham is talking about Sarah. They was going through the land of some heathens, some Africans, and he told them that they was his sister because he felt like if he said that this was his wife, they would kill him, so they'd be able to marry her.
She is the daughter of my father.
Right, she is the daughter of my father. You feel me? So she is his sister. But when he say his father, he talking about his ancestors. You feel me? And when we got to understand, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we all are brothers and sisters according to who our ancestors are. Our ancestors go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You feel me? Jacob had 12 sons. If your father is one of them 12 sons, then you all are brothers and sisters. And that's basically what Abraham was saying. Yet indeed, she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father. Go ahead.
But not the daughter of my mother.
But not the daughter of my mother, because the father carried the seed. You know, you the seed of your father. Whatever tribe your father is, that's what you is.
And she became my wife.
And she became my wife. You feel me? And that's how it gotta be. You gotta have that sister brother type of relationship with your wife, just like Abraham had with Sarah. You feel me? And what happened with Sarah? The mother of many nations. She only had one son. Sarah had one son, and she became the mother of many nations because her and her husband relationship stood on brotherhood and sisterhood. You feel me? And that's just the same thing what happened with Adam and Eve, but that's a whole nother story. You feel me?
And just to back that up real quick, even in the law, even in the God's law, it says, "Go take you a wife of the house of your father."
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. That's Numbers 118. Right.
That's in the law.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop this video. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. Salakia. So I don't know if people know what's going on. Maybe they do. There's a young black girl out there in Ireland. They on the gymnastics team, and all the white girls got medals, and she didn't. She didn't, and it's degrading. And I mean, me personally, I would have pulled her out. I would have pulled her right out. Once I seen that, I would have been, hey, waving at her, telling her, come on, come here. We out right now. We're gonna go celebrate. Forget these, devils. We gone. Because this is similar to the Rudy Bridges. You hear me? The little black girl that went to the all-white school. Mm-hmm. You hear me? And they was had to have security walk her in because she getting death threats from grown men and women because they don't want no black girl going to school with their white children and stuff like that. This is similar to that. And history tends to repeat itself every time we keep trying to join in. Y'all ever heard of Simone Biles? Simone Biles, is she a good gymnast? You feel me? We don't need to join. We are the best, man. And that's the problem with black people. We keep wanting that Martin Luther King dream. Right. They just join. Martin Luther King failed us. Or what about Jackie Robinson? Jackie Robinson, he is praised. Do you know why Jackie Robinson is praised? It's because he was a good baseball player. You hear me? And he left the Negro League to go make the white Major League Baseball team better. You feel me? That's why he's paraded around like he somebody when he wasn't even one of the best baseball players. If you look up statistics, Jackie Robinson probably not even in the top 10.
He was just a good nigga.
He was a good nigga. He was willing to give up his morals to play with the white people in the Major League.
And if I could real quick, just to piggyback off that, you understand? When Jackie Robinson left the Negro League, what happened to the Negro League?
Failed,
went away. There's no Negro League anymore. Mm-hmm. You understand? And this was before integration, before Martin Luther King.
Right.
We had our own everything. We had our own gymnastics team. We had our own everything. You think if we wouldn't have stayed separate, that we couldn't have still had our very own gymnastics team and been the best in the goddamn world? Right. And then you wouldn't have to worry about your daughter getting skipped over.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about that. That's the point.
What was that volleyball?
You don't have to worry about none of this.
What was that? The girl in Kentucky that got called a nigga.
Man, look,
playing volleyball. You know what I'm talking about?
But I don't. But I I already know there's so many stories like that going around though. But what's so heavy though is Martin Luther King. I always wanted to know what he was famous for. When I was a kid and Black History Month came around. You had to do the little project on a black person from history. Martin Luther King was always the most famous black person in school, but I never could know what he done. I used to Google it and research it, couldn't find nothing. Come to find out, he integrated us into what he said, a burning house.
Right.
He integrated us into their schools, they colleges, they sports arenas, and then afterwards he realized it was a bad idea. And this is the result of it right here.
Thanks a lot. God, this is exactly what happened behind it. You know what I'm saying? Our little girls get left out. Why is the little black girl the only one that didn't get a medal?
Mm-hmm. Look at her.
Right. And then she ran out of medals right there around the last two. Then ran and get some more to get them a medal, but still didn't get the black girl a medal.
And look how she looking. Like, where's mine? That's just so degrading.
Right.
And you know what? And it's sad for the parents to let her go through this though. You feel me? Because I'm pretty sure they seen some sign of some type of racism to where they could have pulled her out of this early before it even got to this point. But, they wanted to join and they want to be a part of them so bad. And look what happened to your baby girl. You feel me? But yeah, if I could, you get that scripture for me.
Yeah, I would never allow this to happen to my daughter.
Yeah, we would have.
Oh, my son.
I would have walked up right then and there and just grabbed her hand and said, let's go.
Let's roll. And I'd call that woman the devil to her face.
They definitely the devil the Bible speaks of.
It's the book of First Ezra, chapter 8, verse 84. Therefore, now shall ye not join your daughters unto their sons.
Right. Now, first of all, this is not even supposed to be happening. You feel me? We're not even supposed to be joining with them on no level. You feel me? On no level, we're not even supposed to be joining. This little black girl is not even supposed to be there. But her mama and daddy was so happy to see her around all them little white kids, they couldn't resist it. They couldn't resist being like Tammy. You feel me? And Susie Q and whatever else they call. They say, I don't know. I didn't grow up around white people. I'm from the south side of Chicago. You feel me? I didn't grow up around white people. I don't know what they call themselves. Susie, Lizzie McGuire. You feel me? You ain't supposed to have been around Lizzie McGuire. You feel me? Go ahead.
Come. Neither shall you take the daughters unto your sons.
Right, and then you take the daughters into your son. Like, we ain't supposed to be marrying with them, joining with them. None of that. Zero. It's not supposed to be happening. Ain't even supposed to be around them. They supposed to be in their area. We supposed to be in ours. They supposed to be in their schools. We supposed to be competing against them.
Against them, right.
Not on the same team as them. Look at her uniform. They match. We supposed to be trying to go against them to show who better. Not playing with them in the first place. Go ahead.
And if I could, because that's a heavy point you just made right there. Who dominates all the Olympics? In the Olympics. Who in America dominates the entire Olympics? Whether it's gymnastics, whether it's track and field, anything. Who dominates it?
Black people. Matter of fact, speaking on Chicago, I remember it was a famous story. You can look up the video about it. It was an all black Little League baseball team on the south side of Chicago. They actually practiced.
I remember.
They actually practiced at the same field I played football in when I was in elementary school, and that's why it was so heavy. And we was rooting for them. They went all the way through. They beat everybody from the south side of Chicago. All black team. They beat everybody all the way to the World Series. Now they lost the World Series fan square. Not by a lot, but they lost. And come to find out, they say one of the players didn't live in that district. So they took the whole thing away. I say, what? Not because he's too old or even too young, just because he didn't live in the district. He lied about his address. They took the whole World Series run away. Like real talk. They was beating everybody. Japan, all them foreign countries, they was beating all of them. Like they represented USA in the championship. Because of course, when you go farther, your name changed. It go from Chicago to Illinois to the United States. The farther you go, that's how the Little League World Series go. And they was representing the United States, all black team, coaches and everything. They represented the United States in the Little League World Series, and they got it took away because they say his address didn't match or some goofy stuff. And guess who the ones did it? The white people they was beating in Illinois.
Right.
It wasn't the overseas teams that found that out. They told them that it was the white teams that they was beating here in America. They was mad about how they won. That's crazy.
I don't even get the point of that because it's not like you're gonna go back and play the game and then win, and then now you get to play in the World Series.
Just like them not giving her the medal. It's not like giving her the medal is gonna hurt y'all.
Right. It's
not gonna do nothing. It ain't gonna make y'all win or lose. Y'all just wanted to degrade her, just like how they wanted to do the Little League World Series time. They just wanted to degrade them for being black. Yeah. You go ahead with that next scripture.
Verse 85, 1 Ezra chapter 8, verse 85. Moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them.
And now you see why they took the Apocrypha out of the Bible.
Right.
The Bible say you should never seek to have peace with them. This right here is seeking peace with them. You feel me? They mama sending them out, sending this little girl out there like that. You seeking peace. That's what they was trying to do. Just like any black person that send their kids to a white school. You feel me? You seeking peace.
That ye may be strong and eat the good thing of the land.
Because what you gotta understand, when you join with these other nations, they make you weak. They make you weak because you start to serve them. It's never gonna be an equal playing field. You either gonna serve them or they gonna serve you. It's a black and white world. It's either one or the other. You feel me? Martin Luther King picked his side. Jackie Robinson picked his side. This little girl parents picked their side. You're gonna have to either choose one or the other. Either you're gonna eat the strong things or you not. You feel me? The Bible is clear cut just like that. You're gonna either eat the strong things or you ain't. Go ahead.
Come. And that ye may leave the inheritance of the land unto your children.
Now, how you gonna leave the inheritance of the land unto your children if you making them join with other people? It's not gonna happen because you don't really care about your children. You care about yourself. It's all about how you feel when you go to work. Saying your kids go to this school, your kids go to this track meet, your kids participated in this Olympics. It's about how you feel. You don't give a damn what type of trauma you putting that child through.
Thanks.
Like, that's all I have.
God, hey, just to end it with one good thing that'll come out of this. That little girl's gonna hate white people. So like, I mean, oppressors.
Right. Now that's
she's gonna hate them. She's gonna hate them for that.
Right. She gonna definitely have a disdain for them because she gonna know something ain't right. You feel me? Something is not right about them. They is off.
God.
Feel me? For them to do this to her when she was a little kid, she gonna always remember there's something wrong about them, and she gonna tell her children about it. And maybe she could break that cycle of whatever the hell her mom and them was trying to do.
Right.
Real talk.
How do Japanese take a bath? There is usually one bath in one house in Japan. Most people fill the bathtub and soak in the bath. First, you sit here and use shower to wash your hair and your body. Make sure you wash off the soap before you go in the bath water. After washing everything, you can now go to the bath and relax. Also, if you have long hair like me, tie your hair like this. When you are taking a bath, do not wash yourself with a towel or use soap. When you are done, do not drain the water because everyone in the family use the same bath water. That's it. Bye. How do Japanese take a bath? There is usually one bath in one house in Japan. Most people fill the bathtub and soak in the bath. First,
she says only okay, usually one bath in the house. That's understandable. It's understandable. One bath in one house. These is Japanese people. Yeah. These is Asian people. Y'all want to eat Asian food? Y'all want to marry Asian women? Well, here go your model minority. Ain't that what they was called?
Right.
Hey, they called the Asian people model minorities, basically saying this is who black people should model themselves after. You feel me? Because they rose from the bottom to the top in America.
Hey, so like if I could real quick, you want to know how they was able to do that? They stayed separate.
Mm-hmm.
They got Chinatowns in all major cities across America.
Mm-hmm.
We had Negro towns before integration. All that went away with Martin Luther King.
Right.
This is Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? This is Martin Luther King dream. Now we still at the bottom and got no Negro towns. But yeah, Chinese, Asians got Chinatowns all over America.
Mm-hmm. Separation is the key. That's the key to success. Your nation separating from everybody else's.
But let's get back to what she said about the bathtub. Now, everybody in the family use the same bath water. Now, I don't know about you, but I grew up in a house with one bathroom. You know what I'm saying? 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 1 bath.
Mm-hmm. Like most black people.
My house right now in Western Kentucky and you know what I'm saying? We got 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom.
Like most houses.
Like most houses, but we don't all share the same bath water. That's just disgusting. And then you wonder why Jeezy want to leave his water.
Man, look, Jeezy like to drink. Jeezy like to smoke.
Jeezy don't like to take baths after his wife, though.
Right. Jeezy don't want to take baths in her soap. It's a lie. Jeezy like, man, I ain't with that now. Jeannie Mae, you ain't tell me all that. It's a lie.
That's crazy.
The brothers.
You sit here and use shower to wash your hair and your body.
Okay,
Make
look.
Sure
so first, they got to wash their hair and their body outside of the tub. You know why they got to do that? So it's less dirt in the water that they got to reuse. That is crazy.
Wash off the soap before you go in the bath water. After washing everything, you can...
And like the brother said earlier, man, whoever getting in that water last, that's some hell to go through. I ain't gonna lie
after you wash your body off, get back in the tub and chill for a minute, hell, you dirty again.
Man, look, they better off just using that.
And it's right. Why not just take the shower and be done with it?
That's just
You're using less water.
Disgusting. It's like they got a natural just way to be disgusting because they could just use that. Like I just noticed that right now.
And now go to the bath and relax.
Take a shower and then you get in the tub.
Right.
Everybody takes a shower and then gets
sit
into the
in
same water.
See, that must be like some type of religion or something. That got to be part of their culture or something. Because it don't make sense to take a shower, wash your hair, then sit and just in some regular water. Cause they even, matter of fact, she gonna say, hold on.
Also, if you have long hair like me, tie your hair like this. When you are taking a bath, do not wash yourself with a towel or use soap.
Right, don't wash yourself with a towel, use soap. So they just soaking in the water. This got to be some type of Japanese ritual. It has to be. This has to be some type of Asian, Chinese, or some type of ritual, because it make no sense to do the shower then just sit in the tub water and don't. Hold on, wait, she gonna say it because they say don't wash up or do nothing in there. Just sit in there.
When you are done, do not drain the water because everyone in the family use the same bath water.
Right, that got to be some type of ritual. It got to be some type of something about their culture, which why the Bible say don't join with these. Do not give your sons unto their daughters to your sons, because you're gonna take on their philosophies. You feel me? This is the type. These is their philosophies right here. And now you see why they call it the beast of the field. They live like animals, man. Right. That makes entirely no sense. But if you could go ahead with that scripture, Psalms 108.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 108, verse 8. Gilead is mine.
Right.
Manasseh is mine.
Right, that's possessive. You feel me? These is people, you feel me, that the Lord was dealing with. Manasseh, the tribe of Manasseh, that's the so-called Cubans. Say these mine. Go ahead.
Ephraim also is the strength of my head.
Ephraim, that's the so-called Puerto Ricans. Is the strength of my head.
Judah is my lawgiver.
Judah is my what?
Lawgiver.
Say Judah is my lawgiver. You know who Judah is? The so-called African Americans. You feel me? And the Bible say that he is my lawgiver. You feel me? Why you think everybody follow after whatever the African Americans do? You feel me? Whatever the African Americans trend is. If they say we trendy. You feel me? Because we the leaders. You feel me? The tribe of Judah is specifically the so-called tribe of Judah. I'm talking about Israel as a whole, but specifically the tribe of Judah is the African Americans, and everybody follows after what the African Americans do, whether it's dancing, sports, or whatever, rapping. You feel me? The way they dress, all that. You feel me? Because they the lawgiver, they the leaders, man. They the ones set trends. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Moab is a washpot.
Moab is a what?
Washpot.
Now, we know Moab is the so-called Chinese, but their brother is Ammon, which is the so-called Japanese, so they not far away from each other. And they said that Moab is my washpot. You know what a washpot is? Hold on, I'm going to show you what a washpot is.
When you are done, do not drain the water because everyone in the family use the same bath water. That's it.
That's a washpot.
That's a washpot.
A washpot is something you use to wash a bunch of stuff up in. Whether it's yourself, whether you use in the bathroom, dishes. And they did that back in the day. That's what a washpot was used for, all of those things. You feel me? To wash dishes, wash yourself, and to urinate, you know, and or whatever else you got to do. Right. Defecate.
And then they threw it out the window.
Yeah. Then clean it out and reuse it for something else. It's like, that's all I have on that.
You want me to finish that first?
Hey, you go ahead and finish.
Finish out verse 9. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
Right, that's like a form of, that's a derogatory thing that was done back in the day where you would take off your shoe and throw it at somebody, you know, that had shame on them. You feel me? And that's what the Most High is saying about Edom, has a lot of shame. That's why you're gonna cast out your shoe. Go ahead.
Over Philistia will I triumph.
Right, that's the Africans that we was at war with, you know. King David was doing this thing. Goliath, you know, that King David killed when he was young, was a Philistia, which is a Philistine, which is some tribe of Africans. That's all I had on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop down and go to the next video.
How old are you?
21.
Where are you from?
Guatemala.
What do you look for in a guy right now?
He's funny and he treats me well.
What about the money?
I don't care.
Not at all?
No.
So he doesn't even have to make 100K?
No.
Let's say you made 100K. How much should he make?
I don't care. I really don't care about money.
What do you care more about then?
His personality.
Yeah?
Yes.
So let's say I wanted to take you on a first date, right? Where would you want to go?
Maybe to eat something, I don't know, to a restaurant.
What if I said, let's go to Burger King?
It's okay. I love Burger King.
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
Hamburger, maybe. I really don't care.
Okay. What gave you that mentality?
I don't know, maybe my parents raised me well, so I never really care about money.
How old are you?
21,
Where are you from?
Guatemala.
What do you look for in a guy right now?
He's funny and he treats me well.
You better get you one of these. That's all I'm gonna say.
And
one of these.
Like, if I could real quick, what's heavy about this is you can really tell the difference between, because you didn't hear her say, I'm a strong, independent woman, or none of that bullshit, right?
All the single ladies,
all
put
the
your
single
hands
ladies,
up.
fuck nigga free,
none of that.
Pussy hoe pink, booty hoe brown, none of that. We ain't hear her say none of that, right? You know what I'm saying? She from Guatemala. That's a sister.
Yeah,
that's a sister right
there.
Yeah, that's a sister. You know what I'm saying?
It's a Balawan in Hebrew.
You can really tell the difference between a woman that's not from America and then a westernized woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because all the westernized women, they all about money. Man, you remember that video we did?
Don't wait, the brothers. I need 2 or 3 of them.
Shit, hey,
hey, I'm with you on that.
Shit, I'm telling you.
Hey, can borrow your mom. Both sides right. Hey, shout out Lexington, you feel me? Hey, shout out Ashley K. Lexington, you feel me?
You understand?
Like, I'm sitting right here. It's like, I'm just
you know what I'm saying? Like that's a real big difference.
Right.
You understand? Because all you hear westernized women talk about is that feminist bullshit that they've been talking.
Money.
Remember that video we did about not too long ago? Where the woman was like, why would I date down or date a man that make less money than me?
Man,
remember that video?
We got so many videos about that, man. That's all they care about is money.
Like
the money, okay, building a relationship off money, you building it off sand. Because what happens to money? It goes down. I know it's some fairy tale in your mind. You think that you're gonna be the super couple, 100K in this bank account, 200K in that one. Is not gonna happen. We is in slavery. These other people, these people out here, and I'm not saying go chase your dreams. I'm not saying that. But what I'm telling you is we is in slavery. So it's a more majority of the fact that it's probably not gonna happen. So when it don't happen, don't self-destruct or don't be trying to go find you a man that's supposed to take care of you and stuff like that. Be like this woman right here and not giving a damn about money. And guess what? It's gonna happen. The money gonna come to you. Right. You're gonna meet a nigga that got some money. You don't even care. You don't care about money, and that's when it usually happens. Now you done met a nigga with some money, but you care about money and money. A nigga gonna smell that shit, and he gonna use you. He gonna use his money to have sex with you as many times as he want till he ready to throw you away. That's why all these women getting passed around. You ever looked in the media how Amber Rose have been with all these guys? Kim Kardashian with Odell Beckham right now. She started off with Nick Cannon, then Ray J, and like it's because they getting passed around because niggas is using their money, their influence to have sex with you until they done with you. So building a relationship of having money, you're dumb. You're just stupid.
So what was that? Take the money and sex out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look for she want a brother. She want to be a sister to a brother.
That's right. That's what she wants.
She's not worried about all the materialistic shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? She's ready to be. That's what they say, wifey material. That's wifey material.
Be like her. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what y'all want to do.
But see, a lot of modern day women, westernized women, want to call her a pick me. What we talked about last week, the pick me.
Oh, good luck. You think something wrong with her mentality? You the one gonna be on 35 and ticking with 5 baby daddies, and she gonna have 1 baby daddy living a good life. And I ain't even talking about rich and famous. I'm just talking about happy. You chasing out the money for happiness, and you're gonna end up on 35 and ticket with 5 baby daddies. All I could give you. I've been said it. This is the 77th episode.
Right.
I done said it about 77,000 times. So like
one time an episode.
At least 5 times an episode, you're gonna have 5 baby daddies. You think, oh, we lost the view.
She must have had 5
She
baby
must have got 5 baby
daddies.
daddies. Salami. She got 5 baby daddies. You feel me? Hey, it is what it is. But that's the whole point of this podcast. We trying to stop you from getting 5 baby daddies. We trying to stop the niggas from doing 5 to 10 years in prison before they finally want to come serve God and find God and end up finding Allah or goddamn Buddha or whatever the hell else. You feel me?
Or stop you from the heartache of saying that
The
they
fire,
no good, man.
that fiery trial that we all gonna have to go through.
Or a man saying that it ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a lot of sisters was brought up like this sister was brought up, it would all be better. And if every brother was brought up in the UPK under Commander General Yohana, hey, this world would be different for blacks, Hispanics, and natives.
And that's the whole point of the podcast. We're gonna make it a different world. You feel me? You feel me? Real talk.
Funny, and he treats me well.
What about the money?
Nah, I don't care.
Not a
care. And of course, don't get me wrong. When she says she don't care, she's not saying that she's gonna marry a bum on the street begging for change.
Or play 2K.
What she's saying is she don't care about you having 100K. Ain't that what they've been talking about? You gotta have $100,000.
6 figures.
You gotta be 6 figure,
6 foot.
high value, man. That's not. Most women, to be honest, don't want that. You feel me? But it's a bunch of women that's all they talk about. That's all they promote. So you got sisters that ain't worth a penny, thinking they gonna get a man that make $100,000. You a goddamn idiot. And she is to her senses. And she knows she not gonna get a nigga worth that make $100,000, because guess what? He gonna want a white woman. He gonna want him a white girl. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. You meet a nigga that make $100,000, he got a white girl in his bed, and he don't want your ass. Real talk. I'm gonna just tell you an untold truth. You feel me? Maybe you didn't know. You out there chasing a high value man. He want a white girl because he want to feel like he's a white man.
He's part of white society.
White society, like we just brought out with the video with the little girl not getting the medal. You hear me?
At all?
No.
So he doesn't even have to make 100K.
No.
The first thing he said was 100K.
Right.
Because that's been the talk for the last couple of years. He got to make at least 100K. But you know how many niggas make 100K? If you go find 10 niggas right now and ask them how much they make, I'm bet you maybe 1 out of 10 make just maybe close to 100K.
Let's say you made 100K. How much should he make?
I don't care. I really don't care about money.
What do you care more about then?
His personality.
Yeah.
Because that's foundation.
Right.
That's the foundation. That's brotherhood and sisterhood. That's something you can build off of. Personalities. Can't build off money and looks. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna get washed away.
Yes.
So let's say I wanted to take you on a first date, right? Where would you want to go?
Maybe to eat something. I don't know. To a restaurant.
What if I said, let's go to Burger King?
It's okay. I love Burger King.
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
And you know what's funny? That and most men be so scared to pull them type of tricks. You feel me? They be scared to do that, but to be honest, that shit'll work. You feel me? Niggas be thinking you gotta take a bitch to Ruth Chris, $100 steak. Man, hell no, man. That bitch gonna look at you like a trick.
Right.
You feel me? She gonna look at you like a stain, man. And you don't want a woman to feel that way about you. You just meet her, you take her to Ruth Chris. Take her to Ruth Chris after you got the brotherhood and sisterhood down.
Right.
You feel me? Y'all brotherhood and sisterhood is over tight. Then take her to Ruth Chris.
If you want some steaks, nigga, you better get the grill going.
But
And
I'm just saying,
I'll
though,
get you some $10 steaks.
ain't nothing wrong with going to no fancy restaurant, but that ain't what you should do to,
try to impress her.
Try to impress her. Do
Right.
that after this depression is over. Ain't no impression to do. You feel me? Then you could do that type of stuff, because I don't want nobody to get it confused saying you can't take your woman to a nice restaurant. That is not what we saying. But what I'm saying is she got to be your woman already. Don't let her be a woman you just met. You trying to, seduce and, courting or whatever.
Hamburger, maybe. I really don't care.
Okay. What gave you that mentality?
I don't know, maybe my parents.
And that's the answer.
Right.
The parents. The parents is the foundation of the children. You feel me? You is the reason why your children are felon. You the reason why your son got a white girl. You the reason why your son is a homosexual, your daughter is a bull dyke. You feel me? You the reason why your son is sell crack. You the reason. It's the parents. You could lie to yourself all you want. It's the parents, man. It's the parents. You didn't do a good enough job. You failed. But yeah, go ahead with that scripture, man.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughter of Israel.
And that's the point. You feel me? That's the point. With women out there, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian women, you are the daughters of Israel. And you cannot be no whore. You have to fight that shit like you fight, you feel me, doing whatever else you do, getting your head done or whatever. Then whatever else is a struggle in your life that you fight and fight. That's what you got to do with being a hoe. You got to fight that shit because it is a demon. It is heathen culture to be whores. It is not Israelite culture to be a whore.
You fix it out.
Yeah, no, that's the end of that because that be going to something else. But we just talking about this sister. Like real talk. No whores are the daughters of Israel. Be like this sister right here. That's all I'm gonna
say. Raised me well, so I never really care about money.
How old are you?
No whores are the daughters of Israel.
That's right.
Right. As a matter of fact, what else you say? Go ahead.
Noah, a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
Noah, sodomite of the sons of Israel. Now that don't go with this video, but it is prevalent because that's heathen culture. You want to integrate with these heathens, you feel me? Your son's gonna be sodomite. It's gonna be your fault. Your daughter's gonna be hoes. Your son's gonna be faggots. You feel me? That's why I'm glad we ain't on TikTok. Right. It's like the LGBT community, the purple vaginistas. It's a lot. But all I'm saying is if you keep following heathen culture, your daughter's gonna be whores, your son's gonna be gay. You feel me? It is no running from it. So you better submit to the Most High in Christ.
That's right.
And the authority of the HBK under Commander Hana, or that's the future for your sons and daughters. And you can blame yourself.
Right.
You feel me? Real talk. So I'm gonna go ahead to the last video.
Like that. And here's the story of the day right there. That is Leilani Armenta. And she's going to play and she's going to kick off and maybe even do some field goals tonight for the Jackson State Tigers. Of course, she was on the Jackson State women's soccer team. And because of injuries this week during practice, she's going to get her shot tonight to be a kicker. And what an impressive young lady it's been and a chance for her. And I'm sure she's pretty nervous at this point. But they have her out there, and SWAC football is underway. And
ain't go no.
Like that. And here's the story of the day right there.
Confession is good for the soul. Football was one of my first loves. I ain't gonna lie, because I started playing football. I was like 11 years old. I ain't stopped playing until I was in high school. You feel me? It was always something I loved doing, playing football and stuff like that. I loved it, the training. I loved it, the competition. But this is not it. First of all, this Deion Sanders' old team. This Jackson State. This Jackson State. That's what I'm saying. And I'm okay. Y'all mad at Deion for leaving Jackson State to go get what he got, $30 million for 5 years. They gave Deion Sanders $30 million to go coach. Now, forget where he went to coach. Y'all taking that all out of context. Y'all, man, he went to go play for the white team. Man, this is the white man's world. We live in the white man's kingdom. You feel me? All these colleges belong to him. You didn't know it? Go Google it. Go look it up. They all belong to him. He making the money. A white man is making all the money off these colleges. Why do you think Jackson, Mississippi looked like shit? Why do it look like shit? Why do Louisville look so damn beautiful, but Jackson look like shit? Because the money ain't going to the city anyway. It's going to some man's pockets. You feel me? Real talk. But this is where Deion Sanders used to coach. And y'all mad at him for leaving this.
There, that is.
And mind you, okay, they got a girl kicking the football. They didn't feel so low. They don't even have a man to kick the football. Football is not a female sport. It's not a female sport. So they got a kick in the football. And like I was saying, I played football since I was 11 to high school. You feel me? It's one of my favorite pastimes to do is play football. And I'm telling you right now, kickoff was the funnest part of the game because it set the tone for the rest of the game. The adrenaline and everything was pumping. All of the butterflies was, everybody had butterflies waiting on the first hit, the first run or whatever, the first catch. And this set the tone for all that. And look what she did.
Is underway and
that ball went 15 yards.
Like that. And here's the story of the day right there. That is.
Your son could have did that.
Look, the ball went 15 yards. I don't know if you know it or not. For people that don't know football, that ball was supposed to go to the other end of the field.
Right.
That ball was supposed to go at least 50 to 60 yards. It went 10 yards. A 3-year-old could have done this. And y'all mad at Deion for leaving Jackson State? Are you fucking kidding me? He was supposed to, not only was he supposed to miss out on $30 million, he was supposed to stay for this. I thought y'all say this is HBCU. I thought it was about black men. I thought it was supposed to be about black men, you know, being good fathers, him raising black men. They got a woman kicking the football.
A Karen, I think.
Man, look, come on, man. Stop it. This is insane. Y'all mad at Deion Sanders for leaving Jackson State to go play for go coach Colorado when he was supposed to stay for that. I think people.
I'm Pyrotechnics.
I think people got to figure it out.
One of the top rappers in the game, Master P, making him say, Offset, who Quint spoke with a moment ago, and a couple of NBA champions watching from up top. And Dwayne Johnson is on Pyrotechnics, Key Glock.
So they mad because he went to Colorado and he turned it into this. They say this was supposed to be Jackson State when Jackson State got a kicker that's a woman. They can't kick the ball 10 yards. So he was supposed to take less money and deal with a weak, less team. When you got to understand, Deion Sanders is a goddamn coach. That's what he do. Would you turn down your job? If your job offered you a raise, would you turn it down? Because they're going to say, oh, no, you ain't helping out the people under you. Nigga, you taking the money.
If I could real quick too, when Primetime got to Jackson State, not only did he have stars out there, he upgraded their facilities, he upgraded their uniforms, he got them better coaches, and he won them 2 SWAC titles.
Oh, did he? And they was undefeated, I think.
And they was undefeated, I think, 3 years.
Yeah, they was undefeated.
The last 3 years.
And then another thing about his son, Shador, when he was coming out of high school, he was one of the top quarterbacks. He could have went to any college he wanted to. He went where his father went.
Right.
He went to Jackson State. You feel me? Turned them up, brought some attention back to their city. But you didn't know what was going on down there. They was breaking in their cars,
right,
stealing out their room. It was all Jackson, Mississippi, a dangerous city. That ain't sweet down there. You feel me? So he thinking, not only is he thinking about the money, he thinking about the safety of his family. You feel me? How many of y'all leave the hood and go, man, look, what did he say on next Friday? And I said, I never was gonna leave the hood. I ain't going nowhere. I got that check and I was gone. You feel me? That's everybody. Everybody that get offered some money, they're gonna leave. You're gonna leave to go do better and make more money, man. Get the hell out of here, man. Sitting there mad about a nigga. He's a football player. He's a football coach. He ain't a damn prophet.
Right.
I thought he was gonna save Jackson, Mississippi from poverty.
He's not Commander General Hunter.
He ain't Commander General Hunter. He ain't no general, captain, or officer in the UPK.
Ain't no trooper.
He ain't a he's a goddamn football coach, man. Goddamn football coach. But this is what they wanted in Jackson, Mississippi. That's why they tripping. But yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow.
Right, it's Christ saying it. He said, take no thought for tomorrow. You feel me? Don't worry about tomorrow. It's a lot of people worried about stuff that they ain't got nothing to do with. You sitting there worried about a man choosing to take a raise, a promotion. That's basically what happened. He got a promotion, and you fucking work at Home Depot. You work at Lowe's, at McDonald's or something, and you sitting there worried about a motherfucker taking a fucking raise, man. You fucking kidding me?
And not only that,
Right, hold on, wait. The brother say, shout out Baltimore, the brother say, and a lot of them would do the same thing in his position. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. Most saying, right, clap it up for the brother. Because that's the point, though. A lot of people, everybody's gonna take a raise. If you do something and you're good at it, why would you not get paid for it? I thought the goal was to work smarter, work harder. Work smarter, not harder. That's the whole point. Work smarter, not harder. So yeah, I'm gonna go take $30 million to go coach at a facility that has everything I need to make these young men better. Hell yeah. Why not?
Go not only because at the facility that everything that I put in Jackson State to make Jackson State better.
See, people don't talk about how he paid for most of the uniforms. He paid for all them fancy uniforms they got, all that stuff.
The
weight room, all that.
What they call like medical staff.
And Deion Sanders is a Christian.
Come on.
You feel me? He's a Christian. That's a failed religion, man. Come on, what the hell you thought he was gonna be a stand-up nigga and turn down money? What you think he Buddha? Thought he was gonna turn down money for you? Keep his hand in the air for 45 years. No, he's not, man. The hell out of here, man.
Brothers say actors do gay scenes for right.
Yes.
Right. Come on, man.
You feel me? Actors do gay scenes for money. And guess who else did one? The Rock. You feel me? All these actors do gay stuff for to get paid extra money. You feel me?
Right. And if I could too, I don't know what division that Jackson State is in, but
I think it's Division 2.
Division 2.
Right under FBS, right under this.
Right.
Whatever Colorado, Alabama, Florida, Texas,
they are
right under that.
Yeah,
whatever the one right under that.
They are D1, but ain't Colorado in the Pac-12?
Yeah. So
he not only went to a bigger school, but in a better conference.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did he take his son and other players with him to make sure they do better and make sure they get their looks, because I'm pretty sure they wasn't getting their looks at Jackson State.
Man, hell no, they wouldn't go get drafted from there.
And that's like get your chances of getting drafted from Murray State.
Man, look, right,
over going to Louisville.
Man, my whole thing is, why is we worried about what the hell a nigga doing with his job? Do you worry about the forklift driver that got promoted to the damn supervisor?
Right.
Hell no. Fuck out of it. No, you supposed to stay the forklift because you was gonna help everybody else up.
Come on,
no, you wasn't, man. Fuck out of here. He's a football coach. Go ahead.
Come. For the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
Right. For tomorrow, it's gonna take thoughts of things of itself. Don't worry about that. That stuff is gonna happen. You feel me? You worried about the wrong thing. Worried about tomorrow. That stuff don't take stuff of itself. Go ahead.
Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof.
Right. Sufficient is the day of the evil thereof. You feel me? Sufficient unto the day. You know what sufficient is? Enough that meets the needs for today.
Right.
You feel me? That's evil enough. You feel me? That's evil enough that we got all this stuff we worried about right now today. Why the hell would you be worried about tomorrow?
Right.
That's evil as hell. We got enough stuff to worry about today. Why would you be worried about tomorrow? Tomorrow, Deion Sanders could be coaching in the NFL. The fuck? Deion Sanders could have died in a fucking helicopter crash like Kobe. Remember everybody was talking about Kobe and LeBron and Kobe and Mike, and Kobe died in a helicopter crash. You worried about the wrong, y'all fighting and losing money and stuff on Kobe. The nigga died. Worry about the wrong shit. It's a lot good.
And that's a heavy point you just made too, and I just want to piggyback on it for a little second. You remember when they offered him they gave him that $30 million contract?
Mm-hmm.
What the school say? We don't even know how we gonna pay it yet.
Nope.
But they knew when prime time come, all this extra shit right here was gonna come.
Yeah.
All these the stadiums was gonna be packed. On home and away games.
Mm-hmm.
They all the jersey sales.
They the most streamed all the way up into that Oregon game. I don't know about what's happening this week, but they say they the most streamed game in all college football.
We was up at what 1:30 in the morning watching the goddamn game.
They say they the most. Colorado been the most streamed games. He made $18 million for Colorado the first 2 games. So that $30 million, I said, but look, I said this last year. I know college football. I know the analytics of how they make their money. And I'm telling you, $30 million, they could make that in 3 games.
Right.
You feel me? 3 games, the television deals, all that stuff. 3 games. All Deion Sanders got to do is win 6 games. You win 6 games, you go to a bowl game. You go to a bowl game, that's an automatic 10, 15 million.
Right.
What do you win or lose? What do you win or lose? It's automatic $10, $15 million. And he already won 3 games already. So all he got to do is win 3 more. Like, they don't even understand that. Like, he's solidified, like, real talk. Yeah, but that's all I have on that. All right, well, yeah, we'll end it, hey, tune in. So don't wait, so let me get up the screen. Yeah, we'll end it with that. Yeah, but tune in every Wednesday, 9 o'clock, crowds by night. You feel me? Yahweh by Shimmy Abshah Brakadam. Yahweh Shamar Thumb by Shimmy Abshah.